Well, good morning and welcome to the Under Hood Show. My name is Josh Profit. I'm the service director here at Hambelton Ford, and alongside me today I've got Nick Ballman. Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Good morning, Josh. How are you, man?
Man, couldn't be a better day, you know.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Beautiful Saturday.
Hey, this is a call-in show, 316-462-3673. That's the number to jump on the air here with us, and let's talk anything automotive. Nick, you've got a list over here. I've got a list too.
We got a lot of things to talk about.
We got a lot of things to talk about. But first,
things to cover.
I want to throw out there: this is a call-in show,
and you get paid to call in.
And you get paid to call in.
Who else does that?
I don't know.
I mean, if you know somebody else that does that, tell us because we'd like to know.
We've got a lot of things, a lot of topic of discussion. So I'm just going to run down kind of real quick what all I've got.
Okay.
And then I want, again, it's call-in show. So I've got a couple of topics that you can call in and talk about. And it doesn't even have to be anything automotive related or an automotive related question. But if you want to call in and have one of those questions too, that's what we're here for. So first on my list is next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got going on next weekend?
Next weekend is our annual race open house here at Hambelton Ford.
So we're definitely going to dive into that.
We're definitely going to dive deep into that one.
And talk about what all we got going on at the race open house.
It's going to be big.
So the next thing I want to talk about is this is completely un-automotive related.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, are you? A little? And so Phil's not here today. No. So we're going to throw this.
So there's no rules.
Yeah, so there's no rules. The rules are out the window. I'm going to throw this out there. And this is going to be aside from the typical call-in deal.
Okay.
I'm going to give away a $100 gift card to Mel Hambelton Ford. If you want to call in and predict who's going to win and what they're going to win by on the Super Bowl, because it is Super Bowl Sunday.
It is. That's
the Super Bowl is tomorrow.
That is awesome.
So $100 if you can call in and tell what the deficit is that they're going to win by. I'm going to say Chiefs by 7. Now, you can take my pick, but you can't duplicate any other caller's pick. So get your calls in soon so you get the number you want.
Okay.
What would you say?
I'm going to say
you know it's who's playing, right?
I don't have any idea.
You no clue?
No. Anyways, I'm going to predict that it's going to be the Chiefs.
Okay.
By 3.
Okay.
In overtime.
So we're not even going to go into the overtime deal.
No, but I'm throwing that out there. It's going to be by a field goal.
Chiefs by OT. 3 in overtime. Well, that'd be a very exciting game.
That would be a very exciting game.
So let's put that on the table right there. Mm-hmm. So call in with any automotive questions. Call in with your Super Bowl predictions for that opportunity to win the $100. And it's not closest. You've got to nail it. You've got to nail the score and who wins to get it.
You got to nail the score, who wins.
And then we're going to talk about race open house. And then I'm going to throw this last thing out there as topic of discussion. I want to know about any experiences that you would like to share that happened to you either during driver's education, if you took a drive ed class, or anything that actually lives. So call in. Yeah. Call in, share your stories. Let's 3673. That's the number to jump on the air here with us. And then you want to talk about those other topics that we were sharing about. Again, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Each and every caller that calls in, unless you're just calling in to pick your Super Bowl pick, we're going to get you the prize package. It'll consist of the works, oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Mel Hambelton. While we're doing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection on your vehicle, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on your vehicle, just making sure that it's geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. You'll also receive yourself $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the Big Corner. And then complete nitrogen for your tires, so you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer. as well as a BG products package, which consists of a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then CF5 for your fuel system. Again, just getting that car geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. So a lot on the table there.
A lot on the table.
Yeah, but let's get the phones ringing. Let's get the Super Bowl picks squared away, or let's hear your story, about driver's ed or getting your driver's license from that side. So again, 316-462-3673. So with all that being said, let's start with next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yeah. What do we
Saturday,
got going on there?
February 18th. We got the annual race open house. Every year this thing gets bigger and better, and there's just, last year it was so busy I couldn't walk from one end of the showroom to the other. So, and we know it's going to be bigger this year.
Yeah.
So it's it's crazy. Prizes, lunch catered by Chandler Dans. I mean, he's going to do a whole spread for us. We're going to have all kinds of vendors and race cars on display. The weather's supposed to be really nice. So far, we're looking, it's going to be in the 50s.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some cars inside. We're going to have some cars outside, doing some stuff a little bit different this year. We're going to have not only some product, we're not only going to have a lot of product vendors or manufacturing reps here. We've actually invited out some of our customers that we do business with that purchase parts from us that offer other services to the racing industry that we don't offer, like fabrication and stuff like that. So some of those guys are going to come and set up and showcase what they have to offer and what they can offer the racer. And so it's going to be really cool. So there's going to be a big turnout, great food. I mean, it's going to be awesome. In true Mel Hambelton Ford style, I'm sure that it will definitely be a big event. It is.
And it's a do not miss for sure. But let's kind of talk about, just the racing side of things. Who's that tailored for? What kind of racer? Do I got to be a dirt track racer? Got to be a...
Doesn't matter. We do not discriminate. We
don't discriminate.
Here.
If you want to go fast,
if you race, it doesn't matter what you race. We want to help you out.
If you want to pretend like you want to go fast,
if you want to pretend like you want to go fast, we want to help you out. I mean, anything from radio control cars all the way up to a 410 sprint car or a pro mod drag car. I mean, and everything in between, motorcycles, arena cross. I mean, your local dirt track, bracket racing, no prep racing. I mean, we have something for everybody, and it's just, this deal has just grown leaps and bounds in like 4 years, and it's pretty wild.
So what time does it start? What time, give me some of that.
The event starts at 9 a.m. next Saturday.
Okay.
And the doors will close at 4.
Okay.
So get here during that time. Probably start serving lunch around 11. So have plenty of time to do that. There'll be plenty to go around.
Yeah,
so,
even if you just want to come out and check things out and grab a bite to eat at no cost to you. And
we're going to be doing some, because the weather is supposed to be pretty nice this year, we're planning on doing some outdoor demonstrations. We're going to do some RC car stuff. We've got a big ramp that we're going to jump some RC cars off of and see, test the durability of some parts. With that, we're going to do some RC car, kind of have a pickup RC car drag race out in the lot. One of our great friends, Gary Cooper, is going to have a nostalgia top fuel nitro dragster here.
Very cool.
And probably around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll announce the exact time, probably next week, but we're going to roll that thing out the door and we are going to fire it up. So nitro methane and all. And I think we may have a special guest in the driver's seat of that thing.
Oh, very cool.
When we fire it up. So, we think that Lisa Hambelton will be sitting in the driver's seat when we fire that up. So,
getting that deal ready to go.
Yeah, I already asked her, and she's, Lisa, and typical Lisa
board.
fashion, she is on board and ready to go. So,
well, very good.
But
it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. You won't want to miss it. Not to mention just all the different vendors and people to talk to that are in industry, but just all the sales that we're going to have.
Everything's going to be everything's going to be on sale. Everything from the parts to sheet metal to race tires. We've got plenty of race tires in stock. Everything is going to be on sale. So if you need to get geared up for the 2023 race season, next Saturday is going to be the day to do it for sure. Another thing I want to mention is Monza from Street Outlaws is going to make a comeback to the race open house next weekend. He'll be here with the car that he's been racing on the show here as of late. I think it's a Grand
Pontiac Grand Am.
Yep. So
it's going to be exciting to see that thing. I know they've got a lot of time invested in that thing and a lot of money invested in it. It's crazy watching that thing run down the show for sure. So it'll be very exciting.
So Monza will be here meeting and greeting and signing autographs and selling his apparel. And so make sure if you're a Street Outlaws fan, you come out and meet Monza and check out the car and everything else. So
sure. Yep. Very, very good. So we've got, that's next weekend and it starts off at 9 to 11. Going to be a lot going on.
9 to 4.
9 to 4. Lunch is at 11.
Lunch at 11.
Stopped after that. So
I know. You're just worried about lunch, Josh.
Well,
no, you're normally not. You're not the big eater. I'm the one worried about lunch.
So, and then we've got a couple of comments here. So, good morning, James. How are you this morning? And then we've got somebody asked about ATVs and dirt bikes. And again, we don't discriminate about that at all. So, anything fast, or if you want to go fast, that's what we're here for.
Yep. We just finished a 16-round, 8-weekend tour with the General Tire Arena Cross Series. We followed them all over the Midwest. We went as far as Des Moines, Illinois, and their season finale was last weekend in Memphis, Tennessee. We serviced all 16 rounds of that for those guys with parts and Hoosier Moto tires and fuel and Flow Vision goggles and Redline oil and Maxima oil and everything in between. So we went to all those races and set up and supported that deal, and it was very successful. And our guys did a great job with it, and we're planning on
blowing it
picking right back up and making it bigger next year. So real excited about that. Yep.
So let's I kind of want to recap because we've had some more people join us since the start of the show, but we've got a lot of things that we wanted to discuss today. We're talking about our race open house, which is next weekend. But for the call-in package, if you have any automotive questions or want to talk about anything with Mel Hambelton Ford Racing, stuff like that, I've got something out there for just for fun for the Super Bowl for this weekend.
Yep.
Call in and give us who's going to win and by how much. And if you hit that on the head, it's $100 gift card.
Yep.
So we got to get some scores in here. So let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. To share your scores and the opportunity to win $100. You got no skin in the game other than a phone call. Absolutely nothing. You might get harassed a little bit if you pick the wrong team, but hey, other than that, I guess everybody's got an opinion. It's just some of them don't count, right?
I know. I walked into the local sports apparel store the other night, and because I needed to get a new Chiefs hoodie, and I walked in the door, and of course it was packed, and so they greeted me when I walked in the door, and I looked over and I said, "Got any Eagles gear in here?" And I think everybody in the store stopped and kind of gave me a dirty look. I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. I'm there for a Chiefs hoodie." So
yeah. But so we got that deal going on. Then the other thing, call in, share a story that you have over either driver's education, or if you didn't do driver's education and you just went and got your license, getting your license, an experience that you had around those scenarios, or that type of situation. So I think we've got a couple of stories maybe we could share in regards to that a little bit later. But again, 316-462-3673. That's the number to jump on the air here with us. And good morning. Amanda says hello. So good morning, Amanda, as well. So let's go. You sound like, man, when I threw that out there, it sounded like you had a story that you were ready to dive off into.
When I took driver's ed, I took it in the second semester that started in January. So like when we got to the point where we were actually going to start going out and driving the car, it was like slick, right? So we had like some snow on the ground and some ice, and we were going to go drive the car. And my dad was joking with me that morning, and because I was telling him, I get to go drive the car today. I was all excited. I was like 14 or 15 years old, and he's like, well, it's kind of slick outside, so you need to tell the teacher that they need to teach you how to do donuts. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, well, when it's slick outside, I mean, everybody does it, so they need to teach you how to do it right.
You at least need to know. Yeah.
So I made mention of that in the car to Mr. Kraft, my driver's ed teacher, and he didn't think.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't get to do any donuts.
So a little bit of buns I bought at Christmas, and that's kind of the thing. And so we've done a lot of riding here lately. And they've rode, and the other day I was teaching them how to do a wheelie, and then they're gonna do it regardless. So at least if I'm there and kind of help them, I mean, maybe it will it will end more successfully than if not. But I was like,
if they're trying to figure out,
regardless, one way or the other, it's gonna happen. So,
but I think on that topic of your boys and their bikes, I think next year they may be ready for.
The mouth on getting tried to tell him that hey, it looks way better, and so we went out and looked at even like walking the track and stuff like that, and even that didn't discourage them. I thought when I track and they seen kind of how big the jumps were and stuff like that, it would scare them a little bit.
If they're not ready to race, I think we probably could at least arrange
get them on them on the track. So, well, hey, let's go to the phones. Let's talk to Jordan. Jordan, you're on live Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Oh no,
you don't have Jordan. You've got Phil.
Oh. Well, dang.
Yeah.
So did you say you were Jordan when you called in?
No, I seen the text come through that it was Jordan. I told him on the phone, I said, Jordan can wait, put me through.
Okay. Well, hey, Jordan, sorry about that. But so Phil, you kind of busted us here because we were giving stuff away. So are you calling in with your Super Bowl scores or?
No, I just tuned in. I'm sitting here with my biggest fan, my mom.
Very good. Very good.
Kansas City. And so we were watching the show, and I said, should I call in? She said, call in. So here we are. Well,
very, very good. Glad you're able to share that with her for sure. And so one of the things that I told people initially when we started the show was we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're giving away the normal package if you want to call in and talk about, anything automotive or the race open house or stuff like that. But if you want, just call in, give who's going to win and how much they're going to win by. And if you on that deal. Regards to this, but we were talking about if you had a experience at either driver's ed or license, actually, at the DMV, story to share on that in regards to that. So,
well, yeah, I'll tell you my best story about driver's ed was, in my time, you could get you take driver's ed at 14, but for some reason, my mom and dad made me wait till I was 15. I don't know why that would have been.
That was probably a good move.
Well, okay, let's be honest. You were already driving before that anyways, right?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, I was doing that. Yeah, so you're probably right. That probably was a good idea, but I was doing a lot of driving, helping my dad at his shop and all that kind of stuff too. But I finally remember when I got to go take driver's ed, and the teacher was the football coach, and he would hand out these temporary slips as you could go drive and practice, but he wouldn't give me one. He said, because I know you're driving anyway, so he wouldn't give me one. But I still remember we were in a high school parking lot, and we were practicing backing maneuvers through cones. And we had a gal in the back seat with me. And the other thing that's funny is Richard Roebuck, who works for us, who's also my brother-in-law, was in the back seat with me. And so he put me in that seat, and it was time to back up through those cones. And I put that thing in reverse, put my arm over the back seat, and I took off, flying through those cones. And the old gal in the back seat was screaming her head off.
It was a
I don't
NASCAR
know
race.
how fast I was going, but I was going pretty fast.
Hey, I know.
I was surprised he didn't hit the brake on me.
Yeah, and so we can reference something there because that's what happens in one of your favorite movies too, that Ricky Bobby movie, that Talladega Nights, when
That's
he's
right.
driving backwards.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
I'm connecting the dots now.
Yeah, well, nice try, Josh.
Oh,
Nice try. For those of you listening, they think my favorite movie is that Talladega Nights, but I still got a bet out there that no one will take, is I've never sat down from start to finish and watched that movie ever.
hey, so
I don't believe I have, but I never have.
yeah, so Mike Sheridan chimed in right on that before I did even, and he called out that you gave Ricky Bobby his moves.
Yeah. It's out there. You better just fess up to it.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, hey,
Yeah.
super glad that you were able to get up there and spend some time with your mom and all that stuff. And we're excited about the race open house. We've kind of went through a little bit of what's going on that weekend. With Monza being here, and then Nick's promising starting up a Top Fuel dragster, which that sounds very cool too. So
Yep.
And then have you talked about the RC cars?
Yeah, we've talked about the ramp that we've got. Hadn't really disclosed much information as far as what's going to take place, but definitely going to be some RC car.
This is just not your average ramp built out of some 2x4s and some plywood. This is a ramp.
So
Yeah,
it's going to be exciting.
Very, very excited for that as well.
Yeah, next weekend's going to be fun, and there's probably a lot of prizes out there. You don't want to miss being out there 9 to 4. It's going to be a lot of fun and everything else. I can't wait to hear that Top Fuel funny car. Is it a funny car or a dragster?
It's a nostalgia Top Fuel dragster. It's going to be it's the old style where the driver used to sit behind the engine and their legs went up over the rear end housing and the pedals were on top of the rear end housing. So it'll be cool.
Hey, Josh, we're going to do that out on the frontage roads. There's probably going to be a few burnouts out there.
Probably.
We need to get something to block off the frontage road, and for sure. We'll get to see there might be just a few more burnouts of something going on out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, our black marks have almost washed away out there from the last time. So we do need to get
5
some more
years
rubber.
ago. They've almost washed away.
we need to get some new rubber laid down out there. So.
But, that's for sure. So next weekend's going to be a lot of fun.
So we got to get through this weekend first, Phil. So who's your Super Bowl pick? What are they going to win by?
Well, you got to go for Kansas City. I think it's going to be a very tight game, but I think Kansas City is going to win for 3 points.
Oh, that was Nick's pick.
That was my pick.
Yeah, he said 3 points in overtime, but yeah. So hopefully,
okay, then I'll take 4 points. How about that?
No. Yeah, your pick and Nick's pick and my pick don't matter. Somebody else can.
We're not competing.
You don't get the $100 gift card, okay?
Well, yeah, I get it. I don't want the $100 gift card. I just want to be in a challenge.
Yeah. So, well, very good. Hey, thanks for calling in, and we're excited for next weekend and what's going on there. So have a great day with your mom up there and enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yep. So
All right,
Enjoy
guys,
the
we'll,
Salina banquet, the Salina Speedway banquet tonight. So you're
Oh,
gonna
is
go
that-
pick up your hardware for Jake winning the points championship at Salina Speedway tonight. So congratulations again on that. So
You're headed up to Salina?
Yeah, here this afternoon, Jake and I'll head to Salina and go to that awards banquet tonight. So excited for that too. And excited to get the hardware and get the trophies and stuff, and then let's kick it off for next year.
yep.
Very much so. Very much so. Well, hey,
All right, guys, get Jordan on the phone. I hope he has got some good stories for you. And Nick, thanks for filling in for me while I'm gone. And guys, we'll see you Monday morning.
perfect. Have a
See
good
ya.
one.
Have a good one.
Okay, well, we'll get Jordan patched through here if it is the same Jordan. But again, call-in show 316-462-3673. That's the number to jump on the air here with us. Let's get your Super Bowl picks. Who's going to win by how much for entering for a $100 gift card if you nail it. But then you want to talk anything automotive, share some stories about driver's ed or getting your license, and you want to talk about that, we'll do that as well. So then we go back to the phones here and let's talk to Jordan. Jordan, you're on live with Under the Hood.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are we doing today?
Doing great. Sorry about the wait there, bud. But what do you got going on today?
I'm driving to Salina to the racers auction, and Nick's not answering his phone, and I don't remember where it's at. So I was calling to ask him for directions. Or at least the name of the building.
I'll text you the location. I'll
What-
do it right now.
Why is he not answering his phone? That's horrible.
Well, I mean, when I first called, and then I started watching the radio show, I figured it out.
Hold on. You're watching the
yeah,
radio
so-
show while you're driving?
Well, I'm listening to it, but I figured it out. My point is, I figured it out. I started adding the 2 + 2 = 4 here, so I thought I would call the show to get directions. And then
Gotcha.
I hear there's rumors you guys are going to jump an RC car over the building tomorrow. Is that true?
Well,
Not tomorrow,
next
next
weekend.
weekend. And it's
Next
so
weekend. That's what I meant.
it's not, well, it might be over the building, but it's for sure over the guy that's cooking.
Yes.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I heard it was going to be over the building, Evel Knievel style.
We have got a ramp in production. Well, it's pretty much produced at this point. It's just getting powder coated for aesthetic reasons at this point. Got to make it look cool, It's like fire, really. So yeah, we've got a ramp that's being produced for jumping RC cars for next
Who's
weekend.
building this ramp?
So the ramp,
There's a guy in town that builds them.
yeah.
And he just started building them. He built a couple of prototypes, and then they went into production, and this is the first one.
Yeah. So more to come on the builder of the ramp.
Yep. But
And it's just for ramp and RC cars.
I think so. It's pretty sturdy. You could probably jump something else off of it if you wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
What kind of pyrotechnics does this ramp have on it?
At this current time, none, but to be determined.
Yeah.
That's why we're jumping the guy that's cooking.
I have some Roman candles left over from the 4th of July. If you want to bring those, we can tape them to the side.
So what are you cooking next weekend? Because you're our guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just doing burgers, dogs, and potato chips, but I guess since Lisa and Phil love the cheese dip so much, now I got to make cheese dip for like 700 people. So that's awesome. I'm really excited about that.
And we are too.
Yeah. So are we. Your cheese dip definitely put me in a food coma yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna have to make like a kiddie-sized swimming pool of it. But so cheese dip, chips, burgers, dogs, all that good stuff, and then there's gonna be a huge turnout. I think it's bigger and bigger every year. Like, it's insane. I can't even believe how many people were there last year. And if it's going to be bigger this year, I just can't even imagine. At some point, you guys are going to have to literally upgrade the building to hold it.
So we had talked about there for a while moving it to like the parts warehouse initially when we first built that, and then that now at this point would be not a huge gain in space for sure. But yeah, it's and you know, it looks like this year the weather is going to cooperate with us as well. So we've always been pretty fortunate on weather and events, for sure. But this time of year, that's you don't want to depend on that too terribly much, anyways. So,
we'll keep making adjustments and keep it in here, and it's. I like it. I like it in here. I like it when it's full. I like that there's a lot of people that come, and it's just
a lot going on, a lot to offer for sure.
Yep.
So Jordan, I don't know how much of the show you were listening to, but initially we started out. So pick on who's going to win the Super Bowl and by how much. So what's your pick and how much are they going to win by?
I'm obviously picking the Chiefs.
Okay.
Lifelong Chiefs fan. I got to go with my Chiefs. I'm saying the Chiefs, and I'm saying they win it by 1.
By 1?
1 point.
That's not much of a Chiefs fan.
They're tied up. Mahomes rolls out to Kelsey on the 2-point conversion instead of kicking the field goal to tie it up. We win by 1 point. That's my call. 1 point, Kansas City.
2-point conversion. I mean, that is an Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes move right there. So
absolutely, they could have booted the field goal to tie it up, but they didn't want to put the pressure on Harrison Butker. Mahomes rolls out to Kelsey, 2-point conversion. Clock runs down to 0. Chiefs by 1. That's my call.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, perfect. And then I know you got a story for this, but give us your story for either driver's ed or getting your license.
Getting my driver's license. So as you know, I don't know, kids are different today, but I was counting down the days from the day I turned 15 to get my driver's license. And there was one guy, I grew up in Joplin, Missouri. There's one guy no one wanted to take their driver's test with. Everyone called him Barney Fife. And he was the hardest. He would hardly ever pass anybody on the first round. And it was just an ongoing thing in Joplin, Missouri. I got Barney. I had to take it with Barney. Well, yeah, I got to go retake it because I got Barney. Barney's Fife. Joplin, if you know anyone from Joplin, Missouri, ask them. They know who Barney Fife is, the guy who administers the driving test. So my 16th birthday rolls around. And, of course, I had my dad take me out of school so I could go immediately down and get my license, which he did because he's cool like that. And it was pouring down rain on my 16th birthday. Thunderstorming literally. And I got Barney Fife. So I had to take my driver's test with Barney Fife in the pouring down rain. And believe it or not, I passed and I got my license.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Of all the people that I nailed it. But so I passed, got my license with Barney Fife in the rain. Memory I'll never forget.
Awesome.
Very good. Very good. Well, hey, Jordan, thanks for the call. Glad you got to where you were going without Nick's help in the directions.
I didn't. I'm on the road. I'm on the highway.
And I just texted you a screenshot of the address.
Of where it's at. So very good. Looking forward to next weekend and some great food as well. So, looking forward to that. But thanks for calling in.
Hey, you know what you guys should do for this deal? You should park Melforce 1 right out there on the lot. That'll look awesome.
Think so?
Can you do that?
No.
Can you just trailer it over?
None of that is probably going to happen. Yeah, none of that is probably going to happen. Yeah. So, but
or do a flyover like they do at
opening ceremonies.
We can play we get a Bengal banner and fly over.
The morning sun right over the top of it. Please do that. Please.
These are all good ideas.
Yeah.
So, well, very good. Hey, thanks for calling in, and we're looking forward to next weekend.
All right, Chiefs by 1. Take care.
There you go. Have a good one. So he's got some ideas, doesn't he?
He does have some ideas.
Well, very good.
Does
Well,
have some ideas.
we've got another caller, Ken, so we'll get him patched through. But so far, we got Chiefs by 1, Chiefs by 4, Chiefs by 3, and Chiefs by 7. So get your picks in and who's going to win for a $100 gift card. And then we've got some other things that we want to talk about too, about next weekend, but then also switching over to our new Facebook page. And then we've got some comments that I want to get through. So let's go back to the phones real quick and talk to Dick. Dick, you're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, guys.
How are you?
Not too bad today.
Good.
How's it going?
Going very well.
So, I was calling in with a driver's license
Story. Okay.
Nice.
What?
And this is firsthand, so it wasn't me, but this is about 50 years ago.
Okay, hold on. So you had a friend that this happened to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This was relayed to me firsthand. And so, if you remember back then, you took the family car, and there's a lot of farmers and a lot of dirt roads. And so, it wasn't a fancy car or anything like that, but it was a typical driver's test. And in this particular situation, they want to see how you can drive on the dirt roads. So they were on a dirt road, doing 3-point turnarounds, things like that. Well, then the administrator, he told my buddy, back her up about 50. And, you're just a kid and you're thinking, back her up about 50. And he's thinking, all right, well, that's what he said, so I'm going to do it. And so,
like back it up like 50 feet or
He
about
meant
50 mile an hour?
he meant 50 foot. The kid took it as 50 mile an hour.
Oh.
Is what happened.
I don't know, but he put his arm over the seat, looked over his shoulder, and he just floored it.
Mash the gas.
So, it was hilarious to hear him tell the story. But anyways, the kind of, okay.
Whoa.
And
What are you doing?
surprisingly, He passed. He said, all right, let's go back. Let's go back to the starting point or wherever they went back to. But yeah, I don't know. Every time I think of that, it just cracks me up.
Yeah, being specific is very important
Is very important.
in a lot of different occurrences or occasions for sure.
Communication is important.
Well, very good. I appreciate the story, Dick. Do you have are you a football fan? Or are you going to be watching the Super Bowl?
I am going to be watching the Super Bowl, but I haven't really given much thought as to the spread
Score?
or anything
Gotcha.
like that.
Okay.
And so I'm just thinking of a crazy number, and I haven't even done the math to figure out how they get to it. But my wife's saying Chiefs by 3. Phil already picked
No,
that.
so you can
I'm
take
gonna go
you can take Phil or mine or Nick's bet. That's fine. They don't count. We
Well-
were just putting them out there. So
All right. Well, for me, I was going to go Chiefs by 19,
Chiefs by 19.
and my wife, yeah.
Okay.
And Debbie wants to do the Chiefs by 3.
By 3. All right. I got you down. So very good. Well, good luck
All
to
right.
you on that side. And hey, thanks for the story on the getting the license deal.
Oh,
That's
you
great.
bet.
So
Back her up about 50.
You're up about 50.
very good. Very good. Well, you have a great
All right.
day and
Have a good one.
enjoy the game tomorrow.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Well, let's see. We'll get another caller patched through here, but yeah, that's a great story. Yeah, being specific matters
Very, very much so.
in a lot of different occasions. So while we're getting this caller patched through, just a reminder, next weekend is our MH Ford, Mel Hambelton race
Racing
open house.
Yep.
As well. And
Saturday.
So be sure to join us for that. We got all sorts of prizes for that deal, and I got a lot of things on sale as well. So let's go back to the phones. Let's talk to D. D, you're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. I've got a Ford Ranger. It's got 77,000 miles on it, and the rear end oil, or differential, I guess you call it, has never been changed. How often do you change oil in the rear end?
It's a great question. And so there's a lot of different variables that go into that. As a general rule of thumb, typically around 40 to 50,000 miles is how often that you would want to change that fluid out. Is kind of BG's recommendations or guidelines, but there's a lot of things that could alter that one way or the other. If you're doing more in-town driving and that rear end is turning different speeds as you're cornering and things like that versus on the highway, if you're doing any pulling, especially when it comes to pulling boats and you're backing those down into the water, the rear axle seals are really designed to keep the fluid in and not so much keep water out.
Yeah.
And so a person can get it's susceptible to moisture in those particular situations for sure. And then the other thing too is when we service a differential, we're pulling out typically the regular fluid, but then we're replacing it with a synthetic fluid, which is obviously much better for that differential as well. But as a standard or blanketed statement, typically around 40 to 50,000 miles as part of the multi-point inspection and doing a good visual inspection on that fluid and seeing when it starts to change colors, that fluid will darken and get black. And that's typically a good indication as to when it's time to get it changed.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. I figured I certainly need to change mine now, I would think. But okay, that's what I wanted to find out.
Hey, are you
Thank you.
gonna be watching the game tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
You want to take a guess on who's gonna win and what they're gonna win by for the chance to win a $100 gift card?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick the Chiefs 28-24.
So by 4?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. We've got you in there. Good luck to you, and have fun watching the game. All right.
All right. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thanks for the call. Let's go. We'll get this other call patched through here as well. And while we're doing that, what you want to talk about the giveaway for the Mel Hambelton Ford?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been doing a giveaway every day now for fuel jug and filled with your fuel of choice. So it's it's on there. You like, comment, and share this video right here. Share with your or comment what your dream car is. Like it. Like the page and share the post. And every day we're picking a winner of you get a Mel Hambelton Racing fuel jug, color of your choice, filled with 5 gallons of your favorite fuel. And we don't really care what it is.
Yeah, even if you want an 87 octane, we'll do that.
Or if you want to, if you want us to go down a quick trip and fill it with 87 or diesel or whatever, we'll do that too. So just like, comment, and share. We've drawn, I think, 4 of them so far. We're going to do another one today, and then we'll pick back up on Monday, and we'll probably go through the open house or something doing that. So we're just going to keep doing it until we're not going to do it anymore. So
there you go. But yeah,
but-
just hop on the page and like, comment, share that, and what your favorite or what your dream car is.
Yep,
we'll make that happen. So let's go back to the phones. Let's talk to Richard. Richard, you're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a pick on the game there. I'm going to pick the Chiefs and 9 points.
KC by 9.
Good one.
He's in for the win.
He
Right.
is.
So Richard, yeah, not to put you on the spot or anything, but you think that's the one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the other people took a couple of my guesses, but I think 9, like maybe 3 field goals. It may come down to all field goals from Butker.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, very good. Very good. Thanks for the pick. You got a story about getting your license or driver's education you do want to share? I'm not putting you on the spot. If you don't have anything, that's fine too. So do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I also got my driver's license when I was 15, and this is like 1975. And going through high school, one of the football coaches also was given the driver's lessons, and this is when you had he would be in the passenger seat, you would be driving, and then there'd be like 3 other people in the back seat, and we would all switch out. After so amount of time, they'd switch out to put another student up there. So we're driving downtown Wichita here, going up and down one-way streets and 2-way streets, and I believe it was like Market. There's cars parked all over both sides of the street. There's absolutely no place to pull over. Says to me, "Okay, you're doing fine. I'd like you to pull over. We're going to switch out drivers." But there's absolutely no place to pull over. So I hear them, but I continue driving because there's absolutely no place to pull over until I find a parking spot or a spot on the side of the street. So without warning, I'm driving along kind of just perfectly, looking for a place to pull over without any warning whatsoever. He just throws on his brake and just throws everybody in the back seat forward like crazy. I mean, I just looked at this guy like, what is wrong with you? And, you're not going to say anything to him, but I'm like, what do you want me to do? There's absolutely no place to pull over. And, that shocked me.
And he says, "We're doing it right here. It's right a fine here. Chinese fire drill.
Fire drill right here in the middle of the road."
I guess so. I mean, there's absolutely no place to pull over, and what am I going to do? But it wasn't that he applied the brakes nice and lightly. It was like a slam on, and it just threw the 3 people in the back forward and me forward, and I'm just like, what in the hell's going on here? And that was shocking.
Very good. Do you happen to remember what kind of car it was?
It was a bigger old, I think it was like a 75. It was a newer car, but it was one of the big, like a Caprice. Like a Chevy Caprice or something like that, like a Ford, one of those big old cars.
Yep, probably like an old cop car or something similar to a cop car from that side.
Like a Chevrolet Caprice or Impala or something like that, a big car.
Well, very good. Well, hey, thanks for telling your story there with us, and then also good luck on your pick. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Good luck. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Well, very, very interesting. So again, the Mel Hambelton Ford Facebook page, the Mel Hambelton Racing page. So we've got that up there, and this is get you entered to win a fuel jug and 5 gallons of fuel of your choice. And again, just hop on here, like, share, comment about what your dream car is, and we'll get you entered into that contest and giving away all sorts of fuel for that deal. So make that deal happen quick, easy, and simple enough to be able to do that. So got just a little bit of time left. If you want to call in and give us your pick to enter for that $100 gift card, just by picking who's going to win the Super Bowl and how much they're going to win by.
Absolutely.
Or if you want to share driver's ed or getting your driver's license story, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And we'll get you the normal prize package that we give away for each and every caller as well.
Absolutely. So let's run down this list. I got a list of vendors and product displays that we're going to have for the open house next week.
Let's do that.
We're going to start out with rod-ins supply. Rod-ins, joint in Kansas City. Willwood disc brakes. We're going to have just showing you some stuff and some of their latest and greatest products. Shafts, drive shafts. They build drive shafts for circle track applications, steel shafts, carbon fiber shafts. We're going to have some stuff on display with them as well. We're going to have a product rep here from Maxima Oil. Troy will be in the house from Maxima Oil showing off some of their latest and greatest products. Who's Your Racing Tire? We're going to have some tire stuff on display, and our very own Tyler Strickler is going to do some demonstration on some motocross tire mounting and stuff. So we'll have that also. Big Corner Creative, or they're going to be here showing off what they can do for you for wrapping your car, whether it's a drag car or a circle track car or any other type of marketing you might be interested in. We're going to have some racetracks here displaying too. Salina Speedway, RPM Speedway. May have the guys from Racing Dirt show up. Mid-America Dragway. They got some new management. I think they're going to be here making an appearance, answering your questions. Renegade Fuel. We're going to have some Renegade reps on site. We're going to have reps from Aeromotive and Redline Oil. They're going to be here displaying Turo tires, a new brand we took on for some passenger and light truck tires, and some street legal drag radials that they have. They have some good products. Fox Rod Racing will be here. They're a fabrication company here in Wichita. They do some car building. They're going to be here showing off some of the stuff that they can do for you. Bar to Bar MX, they're going to be here. They're going to have some motocross bikes on display, kind of roll out their 2023 schedule. They're a big supporter of Mel Hambelton Racing, and we like going out there and supporting their events. And then, of course, don't forget Monza from 405, and then also BG Products. We're going to have some stuff on display from BG Products as well. Also, another great partnership with Mel Hambelton Racing and Mel Hambelton Ford.
Very good, man. Can't get anybody to show up, can we?
Nope,
no.
But it's going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of people to talk to. You definitely something for everybody. Come out and experience it, check it out, see some of the stuff. When I go to stuff like this, I'm almost most excited to see stuff from other forms of motorsports that I'm not directly involved in. Just to kind of see what else is out there in the world,
their industry.
But come check it out. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be bigger and better than ever, and you're not going to want to miss it.
It's amazing how much that stuff crosses over from one form of racing to another.
Absolutely.
And all that stuff. So hey, let's go back to the phones. Let's talk to Alt. You're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Well, it's Delbert. How you doing
there,
Josh?
I thought. Yeah, I just assumed that, but she texted me, so I just assumed that. So how's everything for you today?
Good, man. Good. I got up a little late this morning, so I didn't get out in the first part of the show.
Well,
sure
there you go. Hey, are you you got a prediction for us? I bet.
I do.
Okay.
How accurate it is, we'll find out tomorrow, right?
Okay. Don't be the one guy that says the opposing team. Okay.
Oh heck no!
All right.
Now score. That's the other. Yeah. That's the other big deal.
There
man.
you go.
I'm thinking 31-28 Chiefs.
Let's be by 3.
Yeah, so we've already got it by 3 up there. So you gotta pick another number. We got a 3, a 4, a 9.
By 4, just
Yeah, I got a 3, a 4, a 9, a 19, and a 1.
Let's go by 2.
By
go by
2?
31.
Okay.
29.
2.
I know that's not a score that's ever going to happen, but
hey,
by
you know what?
I don't know what score it's going to be.
It can happen. And the Chiefs can do something odd. I'm just telling you. So we'll put you down by 2. Perfect. Well, good deal.
Sounds great.
So you got a driver's education or
yeah, I got one I can share.
Okay. What do you got?
Driver's ed. And my driver's ed was a nice lady. I was 16. And we had to use our own vehicles. I had what year was that Chevette? It was a 78 Chevette. 4-door Chevette.
Yep.
And I didn't have a stereo on it yet because I just got the car. And I put a boombox in the back so we'd have something to listen to because she was cool with that. It was I lived in Ohio, so we had lots of snow.
Yeah.
And it was in January. And so I showed her how to do donuts. She never knew how to do donuts.
Look at that.
See, it is possible. Your dad was
Yeah,
right.
I got an A in the class, by the way.
What's that? You got an A in the class?
Got
There
an
you
A in the
go.
class.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, very good. With the boom box in the back, doing donuts in the
Something you didn't
Chevette.
know about me
Yeah.
right there, man.
Well, that is very awesome. Very awesome. Well,
Oh yeah.
thank you for the
Well,
story.
let's hope for a good day tomorrow. And
Yep.
I don't know if you have anybody else on the line, but I get close to closing
Yep.
time for you.
Yep, very much. So
And let everybody know we said hello, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
perfect.
Dude,
Hey, thanks for the call. Very very good story.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Boombox in the
So-
back and the Chevette.
So not too long ago, a few years ago, we did a little bit of driver's education ourselves.
We did,
to get
yeah,
our
with
to get
a
our CDL, so
Mhm.
that we could pull our trailer around. But if you remember right, but that truck that we were driving, all the student drivers drove it.
Uh-huh.
So that transmission had been meshed and grinded so much, and when that thing got hot,
Yeah.
it was so hard to shift.
Well,
that
you just had to
transmission.
be good at it.
You had
Like
to
you
be
could
good.
do
Well,
it.
none of us were good at it.
You had to be good at it, but
Right.
you had to know what you're doing. Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're floating those gears and
Oh,
not
yeah.
using a clutch, like it just is unnatural for
Yeah.
sure.
So we pulled
if
up
you're not
out
used to
here,
it, so.
here at Goddard, and we were gonna turn left onto Kellogg. So we were gonna cross all them lanes of Kellogg. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, I'm gonna get this thing right out there. I'm gonna stall it right there in the middle of the road. And everybody's gonna just drive right through.
The good thing about a big truck like that is people see it, so they'll
true.
move around.
That's
you know.
true.
But I do. Well, I will say this just real quick is that after having taken that class and getting a CDL license and driving a bigger rig like that around, you have a whole new respect for them.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
when you're around them and driving
Yep.
around them and just the visibility of
Mhm.
them and pulling out in front of them, and yeah, just a whole new level of respect. I think
Absolutely.
that's something that everybody should have to experience.
Yep.
Once,
Yep, I agree.
just to get an understanding of what those guys go through and
Yep.
how it works for sure.
It's
So,
tough to maneuver them big
Yep.
trucks in
Yep.
certain situations.
it is definitely you got to be 10 steps ahead of everybody else and
Yep.
everything like
They're
that.
not going to
so.
stop as fast as your Explorer, that's for sure.
So got a comment here that it came in a little earlier and didn't get a chance to read it, but yeah, it said, heard you were now offering ceramic coating now as well as PPF, and that is correct. So with our new detail facility, we're just on the cusp of finishing it up, but yeah, we have done some installs on the ceramic coating and then also the PPF already. Still in process of getting those guys into their new homes and getting it set up and ready to go. But yeah, have started that as well, and I will tell you, top notch quality. That's
Yeah, it's
that's
gonna be an
definitely what we're going for.
Awesome
and gonna
facility.
Be able to
Awesome facility.
knock that out of the park. So very excited for that detail shop to come into play. It's going to be a huge benefit to our customers for
Absolutely.
sure. Be able to
Absolutely.
service them so much better. So, hey, this hour has flown by.
It has.
Nick, thanks for hanging out with me this hour and
Thanks for having
filling
me.
filling here. And then also, hey, don't miss the race
Yeah,
open
don't
house
miss
next
it.
weekend. You
Next
got to be
Saturday.
here 9 to 4. Lunch is around 11
Yep.
or so. And come out, get you something to eat, check out all the vendors, all the things we got going on, enter to win some prizes from that side. But everybody, stay safe. Have a great weekend and enjoy your Super Bowl. And
That's right.
go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.